the sound is good.
Sound is good. Okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, sounds good. So right now, this is about crypto versus real estate. Really, it's not even a versus. I mean, this is the goal of this is to really be more educational than anything, because right now, millions and millions of dollars are being made, and also millions of dollars are being lost. I'm talking about billions and trillions. And in the industry of real estate, they say it's creating more millionaires than ever. So we got a lot of folks is trying to figure out what should they do with their money. Which asset class should they go with? Should they go with the real estate? Should they go with, again, the cryptocurrency, which is Bitcoin, the #1 growing asset? People trying to figure out. The average person is confused. So what we did is we wanted to get 2 young multimillionaires that have a lot of experience and over 20 years experience. Both of these brothers I got a lot of respect for. And just so you guys know a little bit about these guys. So brother Andre Joseph, we got in the room. He is the author of 17 Laws, one of the only black car dealerships in Chicago. He stayed there for quite a few years and went down to Atlanta, opened up a restaurant franchise called Rap-A-Lot. Has a lot of experience in real estate and continuing to do more and more deals. Has over 10 different employees. Just make sure supporting black folks, creating black jobs. Also, we got Antonio DeVoe, internationally known, has been a multimillionaire since his 20s. He's the author of the Bitcoin formula, and he's educated thousands and thousands of folks on how to become millionaires, and irregardless on what type of economy it is. So this is going to be exciting. Crypto versus real estate. So I want to just open up the floor to you brothers, and I want to get started with Dre, if possible, or let's just get started with real estate. You know, either one of y'all can take this. We can be Dre, it could be DeVoe, but kind of what do y'all see is happening in the market right now? Do you think if you had $100,000, what would you do with it right now? Where would you go? What type of deals would you do? And so I open it up the floor to either one of y'all.
Okay. Uh-oh. We can't hear him. Jackson, what's going on?
Dre, you're breaking up a little bit, Dre. You're breaking up. Your signal's breaking up. So what we could do, yo, Dre, can you hear us?
What you may have to do is...
I can hear you. Can y'all see me?
I can see you, but for some reason the feed is slowed down, and I think that's happening because, Dr. Jackson, when you turn on the Facebook Live, it does a strong internet pull from your service provider. So it may be interrupting the feed. So when he starts to speak, unfortunately, sometimes because of what's going on out here, a lot of times the internet providers are throttling down the internet. So that's why. But now I can see him moving. Ask him, Dre, say something.
Y'all hear me?
See what happens.
Yeah,
now we can hear it.
I heard him.
Okay, there we go.
Say it.
Okay, now, yeah, we don't know what happened just a second ago. It's like it froze up for a minute. But okay, and then go ahead. You had $100 grand. What would you do?
So first off, first off, I'm a diversification type of guy, right? I always like my portfolio to be diversified. I never like all my eggs in one basket. So no, I'm not putting it all into real estate just off GP, just to be 100. But if I had to choose between real estate and crypto, I'm going to choose real estate. And here's why. Me personally, I'm a hard asset type of investor. I own restaurants. I own car dealership, like you said, real estate. And I like to put my money into things I can put my hands on. You know what I'm saying? Things that have practical value and whatnot. And so while I do believe that cryptocurrency is making people money, I still look at it for one and say to myself, it's cryptocurrency. So this is money, right? Not necessarily money, but it's a form of currency. So it's like, in my mind, I'm saying, this is currency. I'm going to invest into the currency, or I'm going to transfer the way I currently do business and currency and use this type of currency. So that's one of the things that come into my mind. And then two, like I said, when I sell somebody a rice bowl, I know what I'm getting. When I get the rent on the first, I know what I'm getting. I know what it's worth. And the market can go up and down, but it can't destabilize too much on what these hard value products are worth. So then when I look at cryptocurrency, I look at where is this coming from? Who's determining how much is it worth? Are we gambling? Are we throwing these things out there? Who's conducting this business? Who came up with this? You know what I'm saying? So all of these things, that's the instability, I think, that come to my mind of what makes me detour from that. And I say that still being invested in some cryptocurrency. You know what I'm saying? I say that still being invested in some cryptocurrency because I believe in what I said the first time, diversification. But I don't want to put all the eggs in that basket. It's too volatile. It's been around for 12 years? And I would have to look at myself in the mirror to bet on 12 years over something that's been here and ain't going nowhere. So that's my, and to put my 100,000 down, I might buy 10 condos in Dallas or something like that.
Yeah.
Renovate them, get them all up to point and raise the value, sell them for 60, 75,000. You know what I'm saying? And turn that 10 to 750. You know what I'm saying? I just bought a house in Macon not too long ago. It was for $6,000. The value has now rose without me touching it to $30-some thousand without touching it. So, and I could have been getting rent. I've just been sitting on it. Don't have the time, but you could get rent off of that the whole time. And so, plus I can pass that down. I look at things for my daughter now.
Right.
So I'm looking at all these different businesses.
Yeah.
Man, you have that, inherit that. And that's, that's where I'm coming from with it.
Okay. And so, Dre, because we're going to come back to you for we can get more like specific, but that's kind of a good opener. And then we'll come back to some specifics, and then we can kind of begin to do the closing. So, DeVoe, if you can give a opener before you go super specific.
If you ask me if I had $100,000 cash and I had to choose between real estate and going into cryptocurrency, I'm going to tell you 1,000,000% emphatically, I'm putting that 100,000 in the cryptocurrency, and I'm going to tell you why. I was probably one of the first people to make $1 million in the type of discount real estate that I dealt in Illinois. I don't believe in paying more than 2 to 3 cents on the dollar for a property. I don't care where it's located at. You know that about me already. So what the brother just said, Brother Snow, about having an asset that you can put your hands on, I am very familiar with that.
Andre Joseph.
Oh, okay. I thought you said Andre. Okay, Andre Joseph. What Mr. Joseph said about putting his hand on his asset, I concur that having assets that you can put your hands on are important. And that was one of the things I used to say about when I actually got into real estate in the first place. I remember back in 2002 through 2003, that was the talk of the town. It was a lucrative industry. In some cases, it is still a lucrative industry, but I will tell you that there's a shift that is happening out here right now. In fact, the BDO was just saying that they expect, not that they think, but they're expecting right now, because of the debt levels on commercial real estate, and commercial real estate always ripples into residential real estate, regardless what anybody will tell you, based on, because commercial real estate is always traded on derivative paper, and so is residential, but it starts in commercial. So whatever happens in the job market with commercial real estate always goes into your residential real estate eventually as well. Commercial real estate during the pandemic, since people have been being forced to stay at home, is already beginning to drop down over 50% on rental value. And there's a whole overflow of excess real estate right now that's commercial that will go completely unoccupied, which means that entire market is going to crumble down. And it's going to happen this year sometime. It may happen in the next month. but it's definitely going to happen. When that happens, everybody is saying this, no matter who the investors are, whether it be Mr. Joseph or whether it be me, that they're expecting, because of the fact that so many people right now are not even paying rent. They said that 32% of rental people who pay rent are not even paying rent right now. That's 1 out of 3. So if an individual thinks that the real estate market right now, if I had $100,000, is going to continue to be a place where you can flip your money at. Now, if you're carrying any kind of debt, now if I got $100,000, I can buy the property out in cash, there's a potential for me to flip that off, but the value of the dollar is also going down. So even if you're holding paper money, that flip that you do, let's say I took $100,000, I flipped it into $200,000. I'll give you a better one. I took $100,000 and flipped it into $1 million. I 10x the money. But the problem is the value of that money by the time I touch it 6 months from now, it's depreciating so fast that money is really probably only giving me about $700,000 worth of buying power, even though I have $1 million cash. This is not me making this up. This is what you're hearing from your policyholders in the government, telling you that's how fast the money is depreciating. Now, if it were not for that fact that the money was depreciating like that, I would say, you know what? This would be a great time to still be in real estate. But if I know that real estate across the whole United States is going to probably take a 40% write down, maybe 50%. And I know that most people that are currently active buyers, that who do maybe fortunate enough to still have a job, will not even be able to qualify to pay for a property from me going into the second quarter this year, then I would stay completely away from that market. And let me tell you the comparable between the numbers. We could both flip $100,000 probably into $1 million of real estate, but I could take that $100,000 in cryptocurrency and flip it into $10 million, sitting at home right here at this computer, without leaving my house, without having to buy any construction material, without having to have no employees, and I can still pass this down to one of my kids, the same way you can pass on your business, but I can pass it down privately. I don't have to worry about capital gains. I don't have to worry about paying taxes every single year on like you do on a property. I don't have to worry about whether or not the market is funny or not, because the cryptocurrency market, all of the Federal Reserve banks are now talking about they're going to be employing to start to use cryptocurrency. All your major banks, Bank of America, Morgan Stanley said yesterday they just dropped $1 billion into it. So it's not. I understand what you're saying about it's. You don't know in some cases what you're getting.
No, that's what I wanted to, and not to cut you off at all, not to cut you off, but I just want to intercede right there, because you're saying that all these entities about to get into it. So then what happens then, right?
I'm glad you said that.
What happens when the government jumps in? What happens when these $10 billion corporations jumps in? The game gonna change. And
I'm glad you just said that. Now you get right into what I was getting ready to say next, because I said the same thing. I said, well, man, if all these people are on board on this, what's going to begin to happen? I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. Because I can tell me and you think alike when it comes to money. So I like my money working. I don't like my money just working in one place.
Got to.
But my money's got to be activated. So you know what it's like when you got dead money. You sitting on $100,000 and that money's not moving. It's just sitting still. That money's not making you any money.
It's gonna lose it.
It's losing money. We both can agree that the value of money is going down. We agree on that.
Money if it's not working, it's losing.
Absolutely. And it's depreciating right now. The value of the dollar has been going down.
Most definitely.
Now what's wild about that is, now I'm gonna tell you what happened in the last couple of weeks, because I was saying the same thing you were saying. I said, what's gonna happen when all these major corporations start coming into this? What's gonna go on with this thing? Well, let me tell you what happened in the last 3 weeks. Richest man in the world just bought $1.5 billion for Bitcoin, Elon Musk. Mm-hmm. Michael Saylor, multi-billionaire from MicroStrategies, just bought $1.6 billion worth of cryptocurrency. Yesterday, Morgan Stanley, Dean Witter, said that they're getting ready to put $2 billion into Bitcoin. BlackRock, the largest investment company in the world, they managing trillions of dollars. This came out on Forbes 3 days ago. Guess what they said? They finna drop $60 billion into Bitcoin. Now, whenever you hearing companies that are worth billions of dollars pouring they liquid, and there are rumors that Apple has $2 trillion sitting out here in these international banks all over the world. $2 trillion in cash. $2 trillion. They said that Apple is talking about dropping $50 billion into Bitcoin. If this were to happen, and it's already starting. What you would notice is yesterday, Bitcoin hit an all-time high. It was at $52,000 a coin. When I first heard about Bitcoin, it was 26 cents, which meant when I heard about Bitcoin, if a person would have bought $100 worth of Bitcoin, when I heard about it in 2009, $100. Now listen to me on this, $100.
I get it.
Today will be worth $51 million.
I get it. I get it. Let me say this though, right? Let's say cryptocurrency was the United States. Then Bitcoin would be just a city, right? Bitcoin is just a city in the whole realm of cryptocurrency. Now you got all these other currencies. You know what I'm saying? You got all these other currencies. And so just like the same thing you say on the real estate, you can't really compare those things. Bitcoin, the Dogecoin is negative, you know what I'm saying, 6 cents.
I'm glad you said that.
And I'm glad you brought that up. And so
let's address that first.
Hold on. I got one more thing. And so you, just like you saying with the real estate, I'm in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, right now, and it's you can't keep property down here. People are beating your door down to buy it. It's everybody's coming. It depends where you at is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? And so just like you saying that people not paying their rent, people paying their rent down here, and they paying plus tax. They paying luxury tax.
Yeah, man, luxury.
You know what I'm saying? They want to get in. So it depends on where you at in the market and how you moving. But I've got neighbors that are buying houses and living in their house for a year and then selling it without doing anything and making $30,000, $25,000 just off the value rising in 1 year, the way the value's rising. So it depends on the investor, but once again, you got to study it too. It's not for just somebody that's gonna put some money in and say I'm gonna make some money like this. You still got to know what you're doing, but tried and true, you know, that's what I do, you know. And if we want to even talk about notes, buying notes on the real estate, I've got some partners that have bought notes for $100,000 and bought 4 or 5 properties in that note and was able to consolidate on bank loan. So it's a lot of ways to win. And I think Jackson mentioned from the jump, it's more, Jackson, I wanted to make sure you said this correctly. Let me know if I misquoted you. But did you say or did you not say there was more millionaires created off of real estate?
Absolutely.
That's what you told me, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I wanted to make sure I wasn't tripping.
Oh, I'm glad that he just said that, because actually that is not correct.
Okay.
Guys, more millionaires off cryptocurrency now?
No. We can look this up right now. I can pull it up live on here right now. Bitcoin has been the #1 performing asset over real estate, over stocks, bonds, business, over everything for the past 11 years. It has a 9 million % return. That's undisputable. It's a fact. Bitcoin has. And see, most people don't even know that. But listen to the numbers again.
But see,
hold on, I don't want to leave that just yet. Hold on.
No, I just want to be clarified it, because you're talking about a city and a country, though. You talk about one city and one country. It's cryptocurrency, though. You know what I'm saying? You talk about one city and one country.
You can still group it all together. You know why?
So it's cryptocurrency. You're saying cryptocurrency overall has been the belt.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. It has created more millionaires. Overall.
Yes,
I can guarantee it. More millionaires and billionaires.
All the niggas that lost their money on Dogecoin, they included too.
They included as well. I know it's
okay, all right. I just want to make sure they included this scenario, man.
They are included as well, but you still have more people become flat out rich in crypto over the past 11, 12 years than anything else. Man, listen, I know 21, 22-year-olds who bought in for $50 when they was 11 or 12, because they were using it to play video games back then. Some of them have held those coins all this time. You talking about, you got 19, 20, 21-year-olds that are worth $25, $30 million. And this is not abnormal, but you're not hearing everybody talking about it, because who in 2021 wants everybody in their business knowing they made that kind of money? There are people out here like this. I've seen this. It's like, this is something that happens a lot more common than you would think. But what happens, because me and you both been in real estate, see, the two worlds are so separate from each other. People that are in real estate, we're used to moving in hard returns. So you can see your rehab. I can see my numbers. I can see my people working. When you can see your asset, it's different because you're not used to it just being digitalized. Just like these people who coming up in the digital space, they're not in the world of being able to go in and do rehabs and being able to flip property because they're not used to having to get out the mud like that. So those two different mindsets are completely away from each other. Even though right now, if you look in New York, people are selling their businesses. You know what they're asking for? And they got properties they liquidate. They ask them to be paid in Bitcoin and crypto. They want Ethereum. They ask them for other cryptocurrencies. They don't even want to be paid in dollars. You know why? Because everybody that's selling their businesses right now, they know that those dollars are losing value. It's a perfect example that the NFL player that just decided to do 50% of his contract in Bitcoin. He said he wanted to be paid 50% in Bitcoin. You know what happened? When they gave that man his $11 million bonus on November 1st, do you know his money has went up 400%? In other words, the money that they gave him in Bitcoin doubled his contract.
I get it. And I think that's dope. And I'm saying, but think about what you just said though, right? Think about what you just said. They said they was going to diversify and pay him in Bitcoin, right? Mm-hmm. You can't pay nobody really in real estate per se. You know what I'm saying? Bitcoin,
that's true.
Bitcoin is a currency.
That's true.
And it's a currency that is used as another form of cash. So for instance, it would be almost even more appropriate to say what I invested in gold or Bitcoin or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And which I have been putting away on the gold and the silver. You know what I'm saying? Because
wise choice.
You know what I'm saying? Crash and different thing like that. And that goes to another thing, crashing. As an entrepreneur, I am very optimistic yet skeptical at the same time. Right?
As you should be.
Yeah, I'm an optimist but a skeptic of everything at the same time. So I'm always looking at worst case scenarios because I've seen the bottom get pulled out, and I've seen some of the worst of the worst and some of the best on different things, right? And so one of my things is crashing.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
You got to have a stomach for correction. This is true. You got to have a stomach for corrections. This is true. Listen. It's for people to have a stomach for heavy corrections. Because look at it this way. It's similar to what you saw happen in 07 and 08. I remember I had like 90 places I had to liquidate. And I was telling my buddies, them, this is before it got sticky in 07. Because I was in the middle of 6-7 rehab. So I had other places that I did a fire sale. Everything had to go. When I was liquidating early, I was telling my buddies, I said, man, the market is about to go down. And nobody wanted to hear that because everybody was making money. You talk to somebody in 07, everybody said, what you doing? Everybody's doing real estate. Everybody said they're doing real estate. And you talk to somebody's grandmama, they tell me they're doing real estate. The market, there's just so many people involved in it. Yeah. And when I started to liquidate, a lot of people didn't agree with that. But I was in a different position than most because I always bought for pennies on the dollar. So I didn't get caught up in the foreclosure aspect. So there are cycles where no matter where you at in the real estate market, you would agree with this because you're going to have some great performing projects right now. But you know, like I know, when the market corrects, and if you holding heavy and you over leverage, or even if you holding close to the value of the property, if the market hits and that value goes down, your equity gets caught into that snatch box. And that's my biggest fear for people on this next fall down. I don't think it's going to be a 30-40% correction. I believe it's going to be a 50% or more correction. That's going to wipe a lot of cats out.
That's where we get rich. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where we get rich.
Listen. I'm glad you said that.
That commercial property.
I agree 100% with you on that. But this is the thing. Most people right now, I think we agree at is that the vulture is going to win in the end in both industries. The man who come in and catch it at the low, because you know eventually the cream will rise back to the top. Values will go back up, but it's going to be a question of when, how quickly. Now, when the real estate market go down this time, I believe it's going to be down for a minute. Because listen, there were people in 07 that still didn't recover until like 7-8 years later. I know people still haven't recovered from the crash in 2007, 2008 today. They never got back on their feet. In the crypto market,
I heard of people that bought $500,000 worth of Beanie Babies too. You know what I'm saying? and thought that was going to skyrocket too. That was hot. You know what I'm saying? Beanie Babies was a hot investment. So everybody gonna be down for something. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna be down.
So hustlers. So before we begin to wrap up, let's talk really quick about cycles. Where are we at in the real estate cycle? Where are we at in the crypto cycle right now?
That's a good question. It's a good question.
Because cycles is what makes millionaires and
what makes me. That's what I'm saying. Both can get rich in both, but you got to know what cycle you in. What time.
Exactly.
Go ahead, Joseph. Go ahead.
Just like I was just saying, it's finna be a downturn on the real estate. We know it. Everybody working from home, just like brother was saying. So that's just common sense. And so now it's really just time to kind of hold off, get your pennies together. And I believe, man, I see a lot of, and this is throwing out free game, I just see a lot of these institutions being able to rehab and reconstruct it to do a lot of other things. From your schools, you know what I'm saying? From your schools that could become lofts or whatnot. You got a lot of other office buildings that's going to be vacant, and you can do a lot of other things with them. Malls is becoming vacant. I got a friend that flipped the mall Macy's unit into a call center. You know what I'm saying? Got it for the low, and now he opened up a call center in there, and it's juke and steel, recession proof. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of ways to make money, and I think that's going to be I think we're about to be on a downturn of the real estate. We're on that. As far as crypto, from what I could see, I see everybody gassed up, man. I see everybody gassed up, and I see a lot of interest. And I'm just the type of guy too, man. Just the way I operate. One day I was driving on the E-way, and this was still Chicago, and I was going the opposite way of traffic. Everybody was in a rush to get downtown, rushing and stop and go traffic and get downtown. And I was heading to the money on the other way. You know what I'm saying? I was on the other side of the E-way with open traffic, and I'm heading to go get some real money. And that told me that's why I stay in my lane, because when everybody rushing to go left, I'm going to go right. You know what I'm saying? When everybody rushing to go left, I'm going to go right. And that's just what I do, and what kind of separate me and what for whatever reason. And so I see everybody rushing, I see everybody going, and I'm going to still put a little pinch down a little bit, but I'm just I don't want to be the asshole that didn't put nothing on, you know what I'm saying, and didn't say nothing, and everybody made something.
I was waiting on you to say, I ain't going to put down shit. See, I'm going to tell you how I know this man is smart. Because see, what he said was, even though he see that traffic going in the other damn direction, he said, I'm still a hustler, but I'm still gonna put me some shekels out there, just in case it blow.
Y'all still going downtown? Look, go put this on there, grab this for me, man. I can't make it. Y'all still grab this for me, but I'm gonna head out here, man, and try to see what I could. Well, we both still accomplish the goal. You know what I'm saying? The goal still gets accomplished if we working, and that's what us working together is all about. And I think that's what it needs to be about too. That way we can really corner the market on every end still. You know what I'm saying? But yes, I'll diversify, but I'm going the other way with the free traffic to get my money with no congestion. I don't like fighting a whole lot of more.
He's in his lane right now. But what I would say is the thing that you're doing the smart is you at least testing the market. Only thing you got to be able to see now is the due diligence is being able to know the difference between what coins can take you to the promised land and which ones can take you to the po house. And see, that's the part where I had to study that myself. And that's why I wrote a book about it, because that's what ruins the experience for a lot of people. See, when a whole bunch of new people come in, they said in the last month, 3 times more people came into the cryptocurrency market than ever. 3 times, it went 3x.
That's like I was saying, everybody rushing.
Everybody rushing, bum rushing in. But that rush in, though, is also opportunity.
It is. See, I was just going to say, and I like what you're doing. You wrote the book on it. Kudos to you. I'm an author myself, How to Be Successful with 17 Laws. I got to throw that out there. If you don't got it,
you should.
It's on Amazon. You know what I'm saying? At any rate, though, you know who got richest in the gold rush?
People selling shovels. That's true.
So if they go in the gold rush, my mindset, and I'm putting this out, I'm giving way too much, but my mindset has never been to be to go rush for the gold or be the one racing with you. I want to be the toll booth. You know what I'm saying? I just want you to have to come through me
and wreck traffic. Yeah, as you should. There's nothing wrong with that mentality. I concur with that 1,000%.
Yeah, so I don't want to fight with all these guys, man, rushing to get this thing. I put it in the offer and it's gonna get. I don't like playing them games. When the offers don't get accepted, I'm gonna go to where the offers do get accepted. We buying house. Me and my partner buying houses in Alabama now. You know what I'm saying? Where it's coming up though, coming up. Something you couldn't even think about. You know what I'm saying? So I like to look at the diamond in the rough, man. Not what everybody else trying to latch on to.
Yeah. That's gonna be money in that. Like I said, the discount market. If you're shopping at a discount, I don't know how you doing your purchase, but I'm gonna tell you, you in the right place if you're gonna have cash. Because when it come crumbling down, they're gonna see me. I'm gonna be at the store. I'm gonna be at the store ready to pick up. Because I know these banks are gonna be suffering with that inventory. They're gonna have to unload it to somebody. The person with $1 million is gonna be able to get them probably about $70, $80 million of real estate.
I was just gonna say, then your money turn into more than the real estate. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now your money is worth more than the real estate as it flipped to when the crash comes. And you able to finesse, you know what I'm saying? You able to finesse a little bit. So just being on point.
So for the audience that's listening, it's important. Next time we'll do this again. If y'all like this video, we'll talk more about like how do you cash out, what's some cash out strategies. We're talking more about what are the risks that come with crypto, even the risks that come with real estate. Because at the end of the day, a lot of this stuff is specialized knowledge, right? But even if you're a brand new person, you can still win if you have a mentor. And so I wanna tell y'all, make sure you follow my YouTube page, Hustle Headquarters 360, where you can find more info. But two, I want for brother DeVoe, who's also a millionaire mentor. Can you talk real briefly about your program, your poverty proof program, and how you help people?
Yeah, it's interesting you said that because I don't want anybody to think me and his brother against each other. We both really in the same spaces. He's coming into a newer space, and I've been in this space where he's in right now for over 20 years. So I actually teach a course called the Poverty Proof Course. You go to povertyproofcourse.com. What we're doing a full wealth pillar. So I believe in diversification as well. So our first week we spend teaching you about what wealthy people do with their credit and how you can monetize and make money from your credit without having to go into debt. So we cover that inside the Poverty Proof Course. The second week we're going to cover cryptocurrency and Bitcoin and blockchain technology for you to be able to understand how to get involved in the industry, how to do your due diligence, what coins you should buy, how to get paid while you're sleeping, how it is we created over 600 millionaires all over the world, me and mentees and other people I've trained over the past 20 years. The third of the course, we teach you about mergers and acquisitions, how to buy businesses, not start a business, how to buy a business that you can run from home during the pandemic and still make money for yourself. E-commerce business, a drop shipping business, and we've made millions of dollars worth of transactions in that space. We have a multitude of students that are making millions of dollars also as well. And last, in the fourth week, we teach you, like I would like to work with Brother Joseph in as well, is we teach you what to do with the money when you make it, i.e. buying more crypto, buying gold and silver, which we buy a significant amount of gold and silver. And I mean, when I say gold and silver, I mean gold and silver bullion, solid gold bar. So like this is a $25,000 solid gold bar. So you need to have physical gold. We also buy distressed real estate, farmland, commercial property. We believe you should own your residence, your private residence, where you lay your head at. You should never pay rent or mortgage. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in car loans. I don't believe in debt. Mm-hmm. I believe if you own the shit, it means you own it free and clear, meaning you got the deed of the mortgage. See, there's a lot of people that are saying, and especially in our industries, especially in the real estate industries. Now, I don't know what this brother's situation is, but I'm talking about in general. All millionaires in these spaces are not created the same. When I made my first million in 23, I had $1 million in cash, not in assets. So it's the different levels to the game. So what I teach my students is the same thing, is you need to earn and have enough in cash to substantiate what you're saying you're doing. So if a person tell me they're a billionaire, they say they're a billionaire, I mean, I want to know that you got access to $1 billion, not you got $1 billion company and then you only got a couple $1 million in the bank, because there are people that are operating their businesses like that. So that fourth week, we teach you how to identify what categories put you in what specific types of investments you should be in, why you should do the real estate investment like me and the brother talking about right now. You need to own real estate, but you need to own it, especially if you don't own anything when you lay your head. Rent or mortgage, that's a no-no. You got to have 100% ownership and own your place free and clear. And I give all kind of examples in the course of, like when I bought my first property, I paid $2,300 for a $250,000 property. And I sold the property 5 months later after putting a little rehab work in there, sold it for $270. So I'm always looking to teach people how to get that spread, because the Jews and the Chinese have mastered something our community has not, which is the mastery of buying and controlling the spread. If you buy a product right now, anything you buy in this country, 99% of it's made in China. I'll give you an example. A brother, I saw a guy earlier today had on a hat. I asked the brother, I said, how much you pay for that hat? He said, I paid $30 for the hat. I said, man, I saw that hat when I was in Shenzhen in China. They were making those hats for 7 cents. 7 cents. But some kind of way in America, you ended up paying $30 for it. Now, you're thinking that's a deal. But the reality is, I'm the person, the Jew in me is trying to figure out where and how did that 7 cents transfer into $30, and why is it that we did not collect some of that money in between on that spread, you see? So that's what we learned inside the Poverty Proof course to do, and that's what we've been focusing on all during the pandemic, and we've been sold out every session, and we got students all over the world, 70 countries doing that thing. So that's the Poverty Proof course is we were meeting constantly. Go to povertyproofcourse.com or hit me up on Instagram, King_knows_all. Talk to one of the assistants, get yourself into one of the sessions. We don't take all students. Be very clear about that. Let everybody know that up front. We are very funny about who we work with, because I only work with people I feel like working with that have similar energy. Otherwise, I don't want to burn anybody's time. I don't want them to waste their minds, because time is money. But I appreciate that you brothers bringing me on here. But go ahead, I just want to add to that as well. But your povertyproofcourse.com, that's the course that I'm teaching now.
Absolutely.
That's dope. Kudos to you, brother.
And if anybody's down in the Atlanta area, you definitely need to come down to the franchise Rap a Lot. Can you talk a little bit about that? About
yeah. What kind of restaurant you got down there? What you got down there?
We have the best restaurant in Atlanta, right? It's all over the internet. Everybody know it. You can Google it. Rap a Lot. Okay, Rap a Lot. And you can follow us on Instagram at Eat Rap a Lot, okay? And we do
that's WRAP for those who don't know.
WRAP. That's WRAP.
Oh, like
don't get me in with Jay Prince in there, man. I'll say, okay, bring Jay Prince to the A. I don't need that right now, man. But we got the best restaurant hands down Southside, man. We got healthy food. It's delicious. We expanding. We do wrap salads and rice bowls, chicken, shrimp, and salmon. We got world famous alkaline lemonade. It's delicious. I mean, you're not gonna come there and not like the food. Point blank. Period. It's the best thing smoking. We at 2051 Godby Road, right by the airport.
Okay, you College Park.
Right there, South Side. You know what I'm saying? If you pull it up, it might say Atlanta though, but it's College Park area. And 2051 Godby Road, come check us out. Only at my restaurant you can purchase my book, How to Be Successful, the 17 Laws.
I like that.
How to Be Successful, the 17 Laws. You come check it out, come grab it. It's just the principles and laws that you need to better yourself and become the best version of yourself, which in return will help you achieve and conquer any goal that you set out for yourself. So my book about personal development, getting on point so that you can achieve anything that you want to achieve in life, no matter what it is.
Is that the salmon salad right there?
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Yes, sir.
Got the best cooks down here, man, putting in, man. And we are franchising also. So that's a real exciting opportunity that I want to put out there. We putting healthy food in our neighborhoods. Most black neighborhoods do not have healthy food, fresh food options, especially from a restaurant, especially from a black person. And so we're coming in all neighborhoods, and it's not all vegan, and it's not fast food either. And so we a good in-between mixture of healthy, delicious food in our neighborhoods by us. And so we're franchising that out. If y'all interested in that, please contact me at eatrapalot@gmail.com, and we can talk about that some more too. So just a lot of opportunities, a lot of exciting things. If y'all ever in Atlanta, come check it out. I'll autograph copies on the spot for you too when I'm at the store.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to talk to you about one of these franchises, because I'm thinking about doing some in the Bahamas. We're gonna talk. Jackson gonna connect us.
Yeah.
I done ran through the whole menu already. I like what you got. I like the look and how fresh it is. I don't know what this is called right here, but I wanted to almost keep my phone.
Yeah.
I saw this right here.
So I want to thank both of you brothers for spending some time and sharing this valuable information. For those of you, support these businesses. If you want to know more about that class, that's povertyproofcourse.com. Also, Rap a Lot is the name of the restaurant down in Atlanta, and also Culture Connection 360. That's where
Culture Connection.
Shout out CC 360.
Yeah, absolutely. Brother Joe, if I do an event down there, you all catering also by any chance?
Most definitely.
Shit, let's do some business.
Okay.
Come on. Definitely do some business.
And we definitely appreciate all of the support here at Culture Connection. And lastly, make sure you follow that YouTube page as well if you want to learn more specifically about crypto and real estate. If y'all want me to get these brothers back again, look, these are my brothers. These are folks I done made money with, but also, you know, these are like brothers that, you know, I done been in their house, we done broke bread. You know what I'm saying? I know their parents, they know, you know what I'm saying? So this is love. If y'all want us at Hustle Headquarters to bring them back, because they don't normally do this for free now, okay? They did it for me. So, but if y'all want us to bring them back, y'all gotta really blow this video up, and they gotta see the love. So if they see that people are interacting with this, we'll bring them back for part 2. Right now, this is volume 1, crypto versus real estate. The end of the day, it's really about what you focus on. You know what I mean? You can win at it. So we look forward to seeing y'all. You dig what I'm saying? In that order, make sure you get that book, Shut Up and Hustle, as well, where you can live the life of your dreams by thinking like an immigrant.
You had 3 authors here, folks.
Hey, don't see that, man.
No, let me tell you just before we get off of here, man. Let me tell you why that's powerful, people that are watching this. Because in our community, we got a big problem with illiteracy. I was just reading about this, and I've seen this up close and personal. We got a lot of black males that are under 21 that are reading at a 3rd and 4th grade level. And you can get 3 brothers together like this, all separate authors, really all come in different backgrounds, different industries. That's powerful. That's something that we need more of in the community. You need to see more people like Joseph, myself, like Dr. Jackson, who are running their own show. We are our own bosses. And this is a rarity in itself that you don't see men that are out here chasing someone, looking for a handout, looking for a job. We didn't went out and we didn't follow a path. We went out and cut our own trail. You see, and that's what you need more of in our community, because we have a lot of lack of leadership in our community right now. We got a lot of Sambo leadership. This is why we're hurting all over the world, especially right now in all major cities, because we don't have no men in position. You see, so I'm just more honorable to be here with these brothers, to get a chance to build with them, because we all looking to get to the same place, to get to the financial freedom promised land. We don't never have to answer to anybody.
Absolutely.
See, and I've been in that space for 20 years. So when you can go your 20s, 30s, and your 40s, you're always doing what you want to do every day. That's a blessing in itself. But to see these brothers doing the same thing, I think, Joe, how old are you? I don't know how old you are. I'm 44. How old are you?
I'm 33.
These brothers are coming through all different genres of right down. He's 10 years back, but he's getting ready to come forward into this age. So we need to be connected to each other. Teenagers need to connect to people in their 20s. People in their 20s need to connect to brothers in their 30s. Brothers in their 30s need to connect to brothers in their 40s. Me, I'm connected to people in their 50s and 60s. We all be getting the game from each other, so that not only do you make money, but you know how to keep it and keep it in the community, so we can start being able to, like, whatever this brother doing in Atlanta, I'm going to support it. We need to be converting and keeping our money and turning it over in the community. What I respect about what this brother doing at the restaurants, every time I go to a community, I always go into in black and minority communities, and I see every other nationality that get money off our own people. I'm seeing the Chinese, I'm seeing the Arab, I'm seeing a white man. I'm seeing everybody in the community getting rich off of black folks, off their food, off their house, off their clothing. It's beyond disgusting to not see more people that look like us consolidate and turning our own money over in our own community. We'll jump over our own businesses and go run and spend businesses where people don't even spend money in the community. I see a Chinese restaurant in every community, an Arab restaurant in every community. People jumping over black businesses, running and spend money with folks that don't even shop with you. And this kind of coonery behavior, we got to stop this madness.
Nah, you said something right there, man. You said something right there. It's crazy, and that's what prompted my wife and I to open up this establishment, because it was just sickening seeing everywhere you go. It was a Chinese man or something like that. There's a lot of Chinese restaurants and Chinese-owned wing spots and stuff like that down here.
Yes.
And
yes.
I'm just like, and you know the thing is too with them, it's always a cheap and a more expensive, more on point option at the restaurant supply stores. Mm-hmm. When I see them shopping, they always go with the cheap stuff.
The cheap stuff.
They always go with these things because they don't care who they selling it to.
Yeah, it's not in their community. It's not in their community.
Not in their community.
You show me a Chinese neighborhood or a Jewish neighborhood where a black man or a black woman has a restaurant and is being patronized, meaning people are coming in there that are from other communities rushing in their restaurant. I want you to take a picture of this shit and I want to see it, because I haven't seen it anywhere in the world.
No.
It's not going to happen.
No. Even if it is a Harold the Niche or something like that, they won't even let it ride.
It won't happen. See, our people got to stop this madness. We gotta stop this madness immediately because it's getting ready to get so ugly out here. If you don't support what's going on in your own area, you're gonna self-cannibalize. I mean, you're gonna eat yourself because you always want to tear up your own stuff, run your own neighborhood into the ground. And we running into dark times right now, folks. There's gonna be a few people gonna do very well, but the majority are gonna be hurt out here. So if you don't learn to take care of your own, do for your own, and respect your own, you're gonna be finished. And nobody's gonna come save us. I'm not waiting on Joe Biden to send me no helicopter dollars. Put no baby food in my mouth. That's not gonna take you to the promised land.
Man, Brother DeVoe, let's just pray it's not too late for everybody. You know what I'm saying?
We got to build again. Absolutely. We're going to have to. We're going to break some bread. We're going to pray, and we're still going to break some bread.
Yeah.
We got to get activated out here.
Yeah, most definitely, man. Let's connect through Jackson, man.
Absolutely.
Let's connect. I'm going to give him give me your info and vice versa,
Absolutely.
man.
Absolutely.
And whenever you down here, come holler at me, man. Whenever I come up there, I'm going to holler at you.
Yeah. Let's do it. All
right. That's what's up.
I appreciate it, man. It's been live. I appreciate both of you.
Most definitely appreciate you, brother.
What you say, Jay?
Absolutely. Likewise.
All right.
Jackson, we good?
Okay. And I want to know too. I had some money downstairs. I had a customer waiting on me. I had to get to the money. You feel me?
Go. Look, when you get back upstairs, ask for final thoughts on crypto and real estate.
With that being said, guys, I want to thank y'all again for coming out. I appreciate you. And we're going to do this shit again, baby. We're going to make it work. So, all right, brothers.
Let's do it.
Get their final thoughts on crypto and real estate.
Right. And so do y'all have any final thoughts on crypto and real estate? Any final thoughts?
You need to get a piece right now. You need to get a piece of both, but you better make sure you come in properly in the proper time. Just like that brother said, you don't want to come in on the top of the market and end up losing money. It's the same thing in the real estate market right now. You don't want to be coming in and buying at the top, and you know that Rome is about to fall.
Yeah.
You want to be getting in a discount in both markets. So both of us probably can help you. We're gonna do this again, and we're gonna talk about some good entry points and ways to come into the real estate market and to come into crypto, so that you don't bruise yourself.
Absolutely.
When you come into this space, because you don't want to come in thirsty. That's always my motto.
Right.
Don't come in too thirsty. Okay, because you can still stumble and hurt yourself if you operate too thirsty in the space.
Absolutely.
Definitely. Okay. So whether you invest in crypto or invest in real estate, invest wisely, good people.
Invest wisely.
Smart words. All right, and so thank y'all, brothers, and we'll see y'all on the next episode of Shut Up and Hustle up there at Hustle Headquarters 360. All right, peace.
Talk to you soon.